Yeah, we're live. We're live. Recording started.
And we are live. Fucker, here we go. Coming to you from America. Welcome to our latest Informed Sessions, where we inform you on all the latest news, rumors, banter regarding the Premier League. Let me start off by saying we're here to bridge the gap. We've noticed a lack of awareness when it comes to an overall knowledge of the league, the game, kind of what's going on in the ins and outs. So we've taken the responsibility to, have you all informed. So sit back, enjoy the show, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, spread the good word to your fellow compatriots. I'm your host. They call me Markus. To my right, we got Potts representing the Pride of London.
Yes,
We got Big Raath, aka Raath on the beat. And last but not least, we got Nikki Two Strikes. So yeah, let's go, boys. How we feeling after match week 2? Let's talk. I want to know.
Yo, Rod, you gotta take the floor.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like we're gonna start off with United. That's how it is.
I mean,
after the Liverpool game, after the electrifying game that just happened today, we're gonna start off with some grim shit. You know,
true,
let's start off with a good note.
I feel like we interrupted you, so I don't know. You said,
all right, fuck it.
You guys
pulled the tie away. Enough time to vent. I know,
man. Days, bro. I don't even know how to feel. Honestly, I don't even know how to feel. I just feel like I just got to take this one game at a time, literally. But man, I mean, I don't know if you guys have been seeing the stats all over social media, but they're comparing this man to Valencia days of Gary Neville. Right now, Amorim is sitting at 7 wins out of 29 games. All right,
bro.
That is crazy. That is a 24% win percentage. That is mad, bro. Like,
last year he had a clock, bro. I feel he was kind of chilling. He was coasting, bro. All the news was on Ange and his high line and all that stuff. Now, bro,
the news is always on United. The news is always on United. I feel like Ange.
I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that, bro. I'm not hearing.
Nah, Ange for sure as well. It's consistent with United. If there's no news, it's always United. Bro. But
everything I heard was Ange's highline this, Ange's highline that. He's going all on for long.
Second season, drip, bro. All this news, bro. That's all you're.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're seeing it through a very specific lens. Yeah. But dude, there's a saying United fans have. What is it? It's like hated, loved, but never ignored. And
hated, adored, never ignored.
Yeah, hated, adored. That's the one. That's the one. It's true, dude. They're always the most covered team, just because of their history and the whole like golden generation and class of '92 and all that stuff, dude. But I have a question. Are you Amorim in or out?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
final moment.
See, like, right now. I don't want to see right now. That's mad, Steve. But I need some time, bro. Because last episode, I don't know if you guys remember, but I said, "Yo, let me get the first 10 games and then I'll assess." Because right now it's hard to tell, bro. Because I don't want to be like too in and out with shit. Like, I don't know. Is the problem so like football has become so different now? It's hard to retain a manager for how it was back in the day, right? Like Alex Ferguson, Wenger days, even with Mikel Arteta, like that's 7-8 years in the Prem. That's big. Even Pep Guardiola, or what Klopp did. It's hard. Like United has not found that magic manager or like that guy that's gonna push us over to get us the league titles instead of the cup titles. So it's really hard to tell what if it's in or out. Right now, all eyes are on him, bro. With how match week 2 went down, you can say like it was his fault, kind of, with substitutions, with tactics, with just knowledge on the field, like delivering insight to the players during halftime, whatever it was. Like, it wasn't it. It was just not it. We came out strong the first 10 minutes, but then it's just like the team found us out, and then that was it. United started fucking hoofing balls. I saw Bruno just pinging shit left and right. For what, bro? I feel like that's why our midfield is bad. Palace, I saw, plays the same. Not even, bro. You can say it's the fucking problem with the formation or whatever, but Palace plays the same formation. They play 3 at the back. They got 2 in midfield with Will Hughes and my man. But it's like they can do it, but they're not hoofing the ball. They're not letting loose of the ball. We got
I think,
Casemiro. Yeah, continue. What were you saying?
bro, I think you cannot be Amorim in at this point. Dude, like even the stat you just pulled up, Gary Neville, that was such a bad experience for him. He still admits as a pundit he was never supposed to be a coach. And
Yeah,
your coach is going through something worse than that. And your
yeah,
players are actually not bad. Like they're players that should be getting way better results than what you're having right
dude.
now.
I
And
saw the team sheet when 30 minutes before game started, and I was like, easy win. Easy win. 3-1. They'll probably Iwobi will probably score one. Easy
so we need
win.
to be
Easy.
live streaming these
And then I
games
saw
because
the
I need to
first
see
5 minutes,
that.
and I was like, oh, easy, bro. Fuck that shit. We're getting clean sheet. And then it
Clean
started coming
Yeah.
in. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Everything just started crumbling. I can't pick out a player in that squad that I'm like, all right, that was a standout. He was trying his best. Everyone I feel like at a point was just like we carded. Maybe Lenny Yoro, maybe Delict, but that's about it, man. I can't really think about anything else. What are your man's thoughts, Pots? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I truly believe that you guys need that powerhouse midfielder
Yeah,
because that's gonna stabilize your team. If you have like a Baliba or somebody else that's in there that just sits like when we talk about Chelsea, if you guys watch Chelsea play, the way that Caicedo plays for Chelsea is like it allows us to do everything. That's why he always stays in the game. Even though I believe that if we're up 5-1, bro can come out. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
he's so integral to the way that we play in the sense that like when he gets the ball, he almost then becomes a center back with Chalaba and
In
Tosin
between,
wide,
yeah,
and then our outside backs push up, right? And then when we don't have the ball, he's like right in there. He was on Bowen like the whole time. So if you get somebody that can that just doesn't really give it enough about playing long balls and just wants to win the ball and kind of be that person that just kind of runs the game, then that will allow you guys to your back line to be stronger, and then two for your I want to say creative players, but your players that can dictate a game like Cunha. I mean that one long pass that he got, I think it was
with
from
the
the
touch,
goalkeeper. Yeah, with the
yeah,
touch, like to
and then
do
it
that.
hits the post,
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's just unfortunate. I think once he cracks that egg and
right.
it's going to be different. But I really think that it lies in your midfield, not necessarily the
Right.
formation, as you said, just the personnel. I think you guys need that personnel.
And one thing I want to say is I don't get why Amorim does not want to drop Bruno. When you can clearly see Bruno having a tough game, and it's a shit game. I don't even want to say tough game, but this guy does not want to drop Bruno. He took out Casemiro to bring in Mason Mount, who was already playing in the left 10 position, which is
Isn't Bruno
crazy.
your
Mason
captain?
Mount does not do that shit. Bruno is our captain, sure. But yo, I'm sorry, but the club is over the player, man.
100%.
If
Of
you're
course.
if you're a fucking shit player, if you're having a shit performance, it's not your day. Yo, bring on Kobe
I just
Manu.
think he's playing in the wrong place. I think he's been
That's
playing
true.
a
He's
little
more
bit
of a 10.
they're trying
Bro,
to turn
That's the
Mason
problem
to
right
a
now,
10
man.
and the
Right.
Cunha and you have a lot of good forward players, but now they're trying to
Yeah.
turn him into more of a defensive.
Defense, they're like a 6 almost,
Yeah, they're trying to make him build up the play
Which is
Right.
crazy.
when
Him
he
him
can.
as
Just like Cass's job.
Yeah, he could somewhat do that, but not on his own. That's what I'm saying. He needs
Right,
that person
right.
that's just
but
gonna sit
here's
there and do that.
and
that's like my
Casemiro is
biggest
mid.
issue with like, bro, I think Cunha and Boehm are like great, and obviously they improve you a ton. But I would feel like, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. Before the transfer window started in this summer, if you asked me who were United's two best players last season, it would be Ahmed Diallo and Bruno Fernandes. And if
Yeah,
you ask
probably.
both those players, what is your preferred natural position? They would both tell you the 10 spot. And then this
100%.
summer,
Yeah.
you went in and replaced your
And bought
two
2 more
best
10s.
players with two more 10s, and then you push them out of position. And so for me,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, these are good pickups, but
I
were
would
they
say
in? You know what I
like
mean? That's the part that kind of
110 would have been fine because Ahmad on that right wing back role, on that wide,
Gotcha.
role, it
He's
works
fast.
out. It works out well. That connection with Mbuemo, that right 10 and that right wing back, that's got to develop better. I feel like that's how Mbeumo was going to get more goals. That's how Ahmad's, because Ahmad has to stay there, bro. Dallo is not it for me. Dallo.
Bro, that turn.
Thank you for the service.
Yeah.
See, you see what I mean? That's what led up to the second goal.
That
So
turn.
it's
Thought he
just
was
a
Kafka.
bunch of. It's just a bunch of things, bro. It's just a bunch of things, just mismanagement. I feel like with games, it's just with substitutions. I feel like there's moments where we could have flipped the script on games, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't come through, So let's see. We got Grimsby next.
Wait,
and
what is that?
hopefully
What is that in? That's in the League Cup, or what is that?
Second round.
EFL, Carabao Cup type shit. Yeah. And it's away. So we'll see. Because some of these League 2 players, they're coming out tough. They got day jobs in the morning.
If Amorim loses that game, is it Amorim out?
I don't see. It's hard to say that, bro. We're losing to Grimsby. That's mad. That's mad.
Yeah, that's
because
mad.
if we lose second round to as Manchester United, bro, I feel like now you really got to ask that question.
That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have. It's not like you're getting wins in the Prem, right? It's not like you have 2-0 or whatever, and then you go lose there.
No, I think he's out. I think he's out, and then you guys are gonna turn things around.
But no, dude, I feel like it's going to be harder the next transition because you've invested so much in this system. Like I just said, you have so many
these players for the club, bro. These players are for the club, bro. They're not for the system, bro. That's what I believe, at least.
I think
this is true. I think a manager can get the best out of these players, but he's gonna have to make some decisions, bro. He's gonna have to cut a Bruno. He's gonna have to cut a Mason Mount. He's gonna have
to And I feel like with that Obrigado tax, that Portuguese tax with Ruben and Bruno, it's not happening, bro. He was able to do that shit with Markus. He was able to do that shit with Scott McTominay. Maybe not Scott McTominay, but so many other Jadon Sancho, so many other players. Why not Bruno? I'm not saying kick him out the squad, but it's like when he's doing shit for 80 minutes, bro, at least bring on Mainu. Why move I don't know.
Would you sell him? Would you sell him for the 100 mil or whatever it is to sell?
I'd take it. Yeah, 100%. I feel like Bruno has been a good service. I feel like we could take that and reinvest it properly. Because Mainu is willing to sit in that 6, and he'll do well there. And we've seen it do well.
He's an 8.
He's not a 6. 100%. Or a 10 too, yeah.
Because if he was a 6, I would take him at Tottenham. If he was a backup 6, because I would definitely. But he's
hard,
a proper
man. I mean, even in the market, there's not many 6s that are like.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to say
world
class.
You gotta pay the money. You gotta pay the money.
That's what it is.
6 is a hard. That's a hard position. That's a hard position to really grasp.
Right. I mean, they were saying 120 for for Baleba, so it's like you either do this now or next summer. You'll have more top 6 clubs coming in for him and more opportunities. And who knows where United will be in that position? Who knows if we'll have Champions League or Europa League or anything, bro? Because it's hard to say. I mean, it's looking like mid-table now, It's looking like if mid-table is it, like that's a successful season.
Bro, I say this every season. It's crazy to even hear this from United. Like, bro, even a couple years ago, was it Ed Woodward? What's that quote? United can do things in the market only other clubs can dream of. And here it's like, bro, we need to sell half our fucking club players just to be able to afford someone.
Right. I mean, I like the fact that a new management has come in and they're trying to do something different. Okay, calm. But like, it doesn't make sense, bro. The moves don't make sense. At least in my eyes, as a fan, the moves don't make sense to me. I feel like I would do things a little bit differently in terms of like how player structuring works, but I'm over here playing FIFA with my mind. But
bro, they say you're pitched, we'll send it to Ineos, get you in.
No, but yeah. But on that point, and we can transition out of United for a little bit, but if you remember last year, everybody was cursing at Chelsea's sporting directors, and like there was
Todd Bowley was a thing.
There was a protest, or like these guys are clowns, like. Why do you have these 2 guys? Blah, 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 blah. Fast forward 2 trophies later. Fast forward 250 mil in the bank, and everybody's like, "Yo, these guys are doing something right." So you know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, they were saying Maresca out at a point.
Yeah, they were saying Maresca out. They're like, "Why?"
That's actually
why would they hire this
transition.
guy? So I don't know. I think that I also think that United is kind of moving on a similar thing, not like hiring players on too big of wages and stuff like that. I think it could turn out well. I just think you need the right coach to to put the
Yeah,
pieces
set it
together
different.
and maybe a couple
Exactly.
more other pieces. But that'll come.
Yeah, man.
But
We'll
So
see, man. I don't know.
actually,
There's some
yeah.
names out there, but yeah.
So
What are you
Potts,
saying,
how
Marcus?
do you feel about game week 2 match for Chelsea? What since
of course,
Mate, what a game.
yeah, that was a great job, Pedro. Talk about informed players. That bro is he's coming up good. Uh,
Yeah.
it was fun to watch. I mean, to be fair, I would have loved to see a couple more in goals that were in the run of play instead of off corners. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and it's always sweet coming up on a coach that we let go. It's kind of justification. So,
Mm.
so yeah, I'm happy about that. I still think Potter's out too. My bro's won like 5 games in 18 Premier League matches, so he's not far off from Amorim.
They play each
Brothers
other? That
looking
might be
peace
the
and
El
power.
Sacchico.
Yeah,
Yeah. El
Um,
Sacchico.
but actually, I wanted to touch on something you said last pod. You said how you guys were a cup team. Does that like talking about expectations and everything? Is that like acceptable? The fact that you guys spent as much money like that you did is to say that you're still like not challenging for like Champions League,
League
Premier League, that you're
status.
still, yeah,
no,
that
I
you're
think
still a
the
cup.
challenge for like a Champions League or like an FA Cup or like I just truly don't know if we have the stamina to go for a full Premier League season. I think we have the quality, but I'm not sure if we have the stamina. If that makes sense, like you know,
So
and
like you mean stamina is in like you're like who like the players or like
mindset. Like last year,
At
we
the
were like
later end of the
crazy.
season.
We were going crazy. Everybody's like, "Oh, Chelsea's in a in a
Title race.
title race, right?" And then, all right, you slip up, right? You slip up. Who cares if you lose 2, 3 games in a row? It's about bouncing back. It's about having the stamina to bounce back. We didn't bounce back to like 9 games later. You know what I mean? It was just like too much of a bad patch. Then
so
yeah,
is it a
I
Maresca
thought
thing? Like you think like is it
nah, it's
Maresca?
all 23-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like we're getting led by 23-year-olds. Our captain was out
Right.
like half the season. Finally he came back and
23 is not that young, bro. Like you make it seem like you have like
Yeah, but I feel like you need that man in the
a
dressing
peak.
room that's won something,
yeah, I mean now we
for
won
the
something
later
so
later
different.
end of the season.
But
Yeah.
23 is young, bro. 23 is young to just be balling out like like for the whole team. Like our average age is like 22, 23. Like yeah, it's good to have young guys like Esteval come in, but can Esteval lead us? To win a Premier League title? Like, I
But
think
I don't
that's
know.
what
I
I
mean,
feel
I'm
like.
just saying because you spent $2 billion on your squad, right? So like
I don't know if it
there
was
has
two
to
billion, but net spend is also not that much either. You know what I mean? We're getting in and getting out, so like yeah, we spent a lot of money, but yeah, it's our whole thing is Project 2030. If you listen to like what people are saying, it's
Yeah.
like Project 2030, so
that
I
sounds like some
think that
Trump shit, bro.
yeah.
What are you talking about? Friday 2030.
We got the
What the hell's gonna happen there, bro? You're already known for being war criminals. What's gonna happen?
Yeah. The Chelsea Cowboys, man. Come
yeah,
on.
man. Western Cowboys, bro. West London
You
Cowboys.
guys already known for
West
doing
London
dark magic,
Cowboys.
bro.
Nah,
You guys
nah,
are
nah.
already known for
I
that
think
black magic, bro.
I think after this season, if we can like comfortably, put in a good, third place finish, then from there, there's no questions that we should be winning the league. Not even just be like challenging. Like we should be winning the league.
Yeah. I
Well,
feel
that's
like
what I'm trying to say. Like,
collectively,
if you're not challenging for it, then who's to? Is it like is it the talent? Who you're going to? The players
experience.
you're going after? Is it the
I think the only,
coach?
I think the only position that we're missing in the team right now is a solid goalkeeper. I think that's it. I think that if we're able to put a strong season together, then after that, then there's no reason why we shouldn't win it. You know what I mean? I think that we'll be in and about it. As I said, we'll be third place. I don't think the gap is going to be as big, as it was last year. But I'm just not sure if we have the stamina to go the whole year. But I hope to be proven wrong. I hope to be proven wrong and see my boys lift up the Premier League again. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Something that
Always the surprise. I feel like Chelsea's like, yeah, you know, we're doing our thing, we're doing our thing. Yeah, here's the league, you know. So
we'll see, but
Bro,
we
that club thrives
definitely
on
need a
chaos.
trophy. Yeah. We need a trophy. We need a trophy for sure. Again, we can't, go trophyless and be third. You know what I mean? Like that would
what
be
was the silverware you guys
This
won last
season?
year, aside but from
yeah. If we won like FA Cup and third place, I don't think that would be progression. So like since we got our new owners, we came 12th place. Next year we came 6th place. Next year we came 4th place and got a conference league, even though that's easy money. We got the World Cup, which was also a good thing. But if we just get third place like an FA Cup, I don't really see that as progression. You know what I mean? I see that as us kind of just like maintaining, and if we can maintain, then that shows stamina, and then boom, you know what I mean?
right.
Okay, I hear you. As I know we're trying to keep it to an hour tonight. Let's talk about Liverpool. What a game! Holy smokes!
Yeah, they bring in the show. They
How do you
bring in the
feel, Nick?
beef
I
to
mean,
the
like,
Prem,
are
man.
you convinced yet, or like, what's going on?
No, I was actually just talking about this earlier before we started recording, dude. I have more questions than answers, unfortunately, coming out of this game, bro.
Okay, let's talk about it,
Some of the best performances I've seen from certain players, like Soboslai, bro, just putting
bro.
in work
I
no
was lying
matter
a
his
right back.
position,
What a
bro.
shift!
But
What a
then also some
shift!
of the worst performances. I've never seen Kanade that bad. I thought Wirtz had a bad game.
Does
Kirkes,
he
but
even want to
Wirtz and
be there anymore?
Kirkes, you can understand like they're kind of who Kanate or
Yeah,
bro.
Kanate.
That's the other thing too. So
I feel like he had one foot out the
I
door
kind
or
of want to tie
something.
this back to the Chelsea thing because I'll be the first to admit, man, when Clear Lake started their whole motto, I was making fun of them. But I feel like two things have happened over the summer that's highlighted actually Chelsea are on the right path. It's they sell for a lot, but then the second thing is these damn 7-year contracts. And I'm telling you, this hurts more than ever when you just had it with Trent, and now you're going through the same shit with Kanate. And I'm starting to think, hey, maybe Chelsea are doing the right thing, and we need to sign these players for fucking 10 years because the threat of Real Madrid just taking everyone on a free, bro, it's actually real. They're. I don't know if you. I mean, dude, Tottenham Hotspurs. You guys were trying to sign someone from Como. I don't know if you saw the news.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
I
Real.
know.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
no
bro.
one
So
wants
the
us to throw that. Okay, we'll get to that. But no one wants us to sign a
yeah
10. But we'll get to that.
yeah. Either ways, right now. That's some
You
conspiracy.
saw
All
you saw the
right,
you saw the
I got it.
We'll talk
he
about
got
it. I
the
got words.
bass in
So don't
his
worry.
chest now, man. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
No, so I would say
So, yo, what's up?
like obviously
so,
it sucks to lose Kanate, but overall super happy with the game. I mean, you can't even like script that stuff, dude. 16 years old, just what were you doing at 16? 100th minute winner, St. James Park. If the crowd is going
Mate,
absolutely insane, dude. I was actually
yeah,
watching his like specific second reaction to scoring the goal because I was like, bro, give me some of that feeling. Like, imagine just being 16 and doing that shit. So
right.
no, super happy for the team. I think there's a lot more questions defensively than answers. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That defense is looking a little shaky this year.
Uh-huh.
But
bro,
yeah.
really.
I
Also,
think it's going to be a lot
special
closer
shout
than
out.
everyone gives. Like I think it's going to. Yeah, like Potts was saying, I think it's going to be a close, like 3 to even 4 team title race challenge contender.
Nick,
Who's the fourth team?
Well, I don't know.
No,
You know,
City,
I think
Arsenal,
I think we'll wait. Yeah, I
Chelsea.
think. I mean, yeah, you never know. I mean, Arsenal now they got Eze. You know, and we'll talk about the transfer window and the recent.
do you think you guys are gonna have to score your way out like early Klopp days? When you guys are leaking in
it,
goals.
Yeah.
Or what do you
it
think
kind
about
of feels like that. So there was a stat that came up. I think it was like 28 consecutive league games we scored a goal. So it kind of made me realize like, okay, the team has consistently been able to like put goals in the net. And obviously Salah was a huge part of that. And I feel even more confident. Like, I mean, Ekitike, I thought had a great game and just overall great kind of start to his
Hey,
career
what a
here.
signing. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Told you he's going to be
absolutely.
your year one. I don't know why you're still going after Isaac. That's only going to make things messier.
No,
it?
Joe, that's a whole other thing. I feel like at this point the fun should be just sent to the defense and someone to challenge Gravenberg. I think
It's not the
Gravenberg's great,
funds
but
though, because I think Ekitike is trying to make a name for himself, like a proper name. And if you get Eze, it's only going to be like, and like, let's say Eze, like, you know, does what Eze, I mean, not Eze,
Exactly.
sorry, my mind's still on Eze.
This is like when someone talks about their ex.
No, but chill. Yo, but like, let's say Isaac does like, you know what Isaac does, and he comes in and just bangs goals and da 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 da. Now Ekitike is trying to find his way in the team. He's getting little like, you know, little minutes here and there. Like you guys just signed him for big bills. Like, you think that's gonna translate well in the locker room?
No, personally, I'm kind of against it. You're screwing with my head too. But Isak's signing. I just don't think it's. So on one hand, I feel like that, but then today when Rio came on, I was like, "That's right. We don't really have too much depth on the front line. We're bringing on like this 16-year-old guy from the academy," and I say that jokingly. He's not even from our academy, too. We took him from Chelsea. Yeah, it's like it's a whole other backstory. But long story short, I do feel like there is some need for backup, but I'm worried about like what you said, dude. Ekitike's played in 3 games. He scored 3 goals. 2 of those were in the Prem. Like he's just been super consistent. He looks good every game. I don't want to stop that or stunt that in any way.
He's
And
European proven too.
Yeah, and at the same time, be dropping like 120 million on someone that would potentially slow that down. I do want to do one quick shout out, dude. Newcastle, if there's any player I could take from their team, Bruno Guimaraes is a baller. Bro, this man, playing against him, you hate him, but you can't help but respect it. Like, he
I was
is
about to say, that's one player
everywhere on the field. He's trying to start fights. He's trying to get in tussles. He's winning them all. Dude, no, I would love to have him, like, as a midfielder for Liverpool, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think Spot's still adjusting, but definitely.
So I have a question, and this kind of transitions to our next topic of like the Isaac and the Eze transfer window and everything.
Wait, before we want to hear about Tottenham. We got to hear about
Tottenham.
Hold
you see how this
man? You guys actually want to hear about that? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Eze 20 times, it skips over.
Come on.
I mean, it's called the deck he had for a reason. We did it without Kulu, no problem, bro. Yeah, man, the boys just locked it down. I was proud of what I woke up at 4:30 to watch that game, so they better have won that. But yeah, I was just honestly happy that they had a good performance. Good structure to the system. I'm liking what I see defensively in the midfield. Polina, Bentancur. You guys were talking sweet about Bentancur last time. I don't forget about that. Yeah, he put up a shift. So as long as we can stay fit, because honestly, that's really what it is. It's just he got and I was thinking about this earlier today because he had like 2 back-to-back injuries that had him out for over like a season and a half, and then he gets like head injuries. So if we can keep him fit, I think we do well. But he's also the position he plays. We have we have cover. So I will say our midfield is pretty well covered.
Well, let's start with chronologically. Let's start with what first happened in the week, the low point. We can end on a high note with the game, but I want to hear.
I mean, I was talking about match week 2, though. We were talking about match week 2, right? So yeah, I mean,
match week.
It's funny, yo. It's funny because
week, bro. Yo, it's funny because you.
By the time they see this episode, or by the time they saw the last episode, Eze News had already gone through. So I was talking big, I had to rewatch. I was like, damn, bro, we have to drop these earlier because I was looking crazy, yeah. But nah, yeah, was almost hey, bro, if Eze wants to retire from winning trophies, man, that's on him.
Coming from wild,
yeah, man. 17. Bro, I mean, but let's think about it, yo. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it definitely makes Arsenal threat. For sure, it's Eze. He's a great player, but I'm just curious to see how they're going to use him. I don't think he's like the type of left wing that they're trying to make him. I don't think he's that type of player. But like I said, we'll see. Now that Odegaard's hurt, he could just come in and take that 10 spot from Odegaard, which then we have things to worry about because that's his natural position. And then even honestly, I know we don't have an Arsenal fan up here, but with Saka getting hurt too, Madueke, now he can play on his right wing role, and that's like his position. That's where he's like the most threatening. So you never know. I mean, hey, two injuries to Arsenal can make them threatening. So yeah, I mean they did
It's
really
a
well this
couple
transfer.
weeks, right? They might be out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean you got
I think one
the
might be back sooner is what I heard, but Saka may be out for about a month.
I think his was a muscle injury, so those are a little bit more tricky. But
They're going to be out for the Liverpool game, which is the only
well,
important thing. Which I'm happy for.
and back to Liverpool. I was gonna say like that's I think my ultimate test for you guys to see like where you guys sit because I don't think you have had like proper tests yet. I mean, I think
Nah, I feel like
that'll
Newcastle.
be your
Bro,
first.
bro. Newcastle are going to finish well.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the red card kind of took the. I mean, I still thought it was a brilliant game. The way it finished, second half was crazy. But I think it just took.
I feel like Newcastle going to Newcastle is like playing with 12 men, bro.
Bro, I was about to say like that.
Environment,
That
you know?
Bro, St.
stadium
James
is
Park
not
is
easy to
insane.
go. I was saying it last time, bro. Like that's like up there with the turf moors and like
Right.
just a really hard.
Those fans will give you hell like all game long.
And especially
You
with
guys know that
that's
stadium.
going on, you know, with
It's a one team city, so those boys go crazy for them. But
Yeah.
I honestly think that that red card put a fuel in that jetpack. You know what I mean? Like
For Newcastle.
Bro, they played better with 10 men.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think obviously Gordon was playing well before
I'm
he
about
got
to say he was their best player on the
he
field.
was
So I thought
playing
he was
well,
rookie.
but once he got sent off, everybody was like everybody was more fired up. Like
Yeah.
Limon scored the goal, like Guimaraes was like going crazy. He was like,
Right.
I hate it, but I love it. I hate it, but I love it.
Tap in, bro. Tap in.
Nah, that's passion, bro. That's what we like, you know.
Yeah, passion. Well, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, yeah, like you said, there's no Newcastle fan here. I'm not sure if they're outside mid or whoever was supposed to come back, number 20, I think it was. But yo, man was just chilling in no man's land and just left Rio open on the back post, which was crazy. Like I don't know if you had instructions to stay up so they can get a winner, but like yeah.
Target.
Also, Eddie Howe has to manage England at some point. Like he's such a good manager, dude. I actually have so much respect for him. If he's the first one to bring it to them, they would build him a statue in the middle of Buckingham Palace, right next to the Queen. Just worship this man.
For sure.
Like, I feel like honestly, and I know we don't really talk about this, but I feel like what's standing in England's way above anything else is politics. Of who, like certain players just might not have to start certain games, and they don't like that.
True. Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not saying like I have anyone in mind. I'm just saying there's certain games, certain situations where you might not, want to.
I feel like you're thinking Harry Kane, but you don't want to say it because you're a Spurs fan.
I mean, yeah, but like Harry Kane, like there's certain teams where he's just not, obviously he's a great striker, 100%. But look what happened when who was it that scored the game winner?
Was it Watkins?
Watkins. There we go. Yeah, like look what happens when you have a different profile of striker.
Yeah, Watkins get a different result. Turned up a little bit.
I think Delap can become that, but he's obviously too young right now.
Yeah, you got Ivan Toney as well.
Yeah, they have different profiles of strikers, but they, there's like I said, the politics is ultimately.
I feel like it's the politics when it comes to the world stage with any good country, man. Because there's so many good players in each country now. I don't know about the U.S. But, I mean, I feel like even with the U.S. too, bro. Like U.S. got a team. I feel like they can get a team to make the 16s or the quarters.
Yeah, they gotta stop disrespecting Gio Reyna. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, man. Gio Reyna. We got the left back from Fulham too, Anthony Robinson. He's good too. I know he's like a Brit born, but I know he's like an American passport.
That guy's fast as hell.
He's nice, bro. He's a good left back. Yeah.
Good run, bro.
McKennie.
Yeah, I'm happy for my boy Jack Grealish, though. He gonna play himself.
Yeah, man.
I told you, bro. When Jack's the main man, he has the freedom now. He can roam around. He's not just in this like left wing channel of just like just take it down the left wing and
also the guys got their freedom, bro. Like David Moyes is like, yo, do what you do.
It's your field, bro.
Not like getting a system of like pep ball. So I'm
Right.
happy for that. It made me smile, bro. I was like, damn,
Yeah,
yo,
man.
Grealish, bro. I'm
That
happy you
brings
got your trophies. I'm happy you got your trophies, but I'm more happy that you left. Like, don't be
he
Yeah,
sitting.
got
bro.
out, and he stayed in the Prem too. It's not like he had to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
to like some Bubka's team or whatever. Like he stayed in the Prem. I think Everton. Honestly, I think Everton is gonna finish above like
Villa, above Villa.
Villa, West Ham,
Wow.
Brighton. I
West
don't
Ham
think
for sure, bro. West Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, West
But I'm
Ham.
saying,
West Ham's going
I
down,
think,
bro.
but like, if you remember back in like 2017 when
Yeah,
Everton on their day, bro, was giving you hell, like especially
yeah,
at Goodison Park, like they were giving you hell. I mean, Nick knows for sure.
In 2013, there was a point where the Merseyside clubs were higher than any other city. So like higher than the London clubs, higher than the Manchester
Yeah.
clubs. There was a point, and obviously Liverpool didn't even win the season league that season, and City came, but like Everton was in the top four, and Liverpool were at number one. And Everton, I mean, those were their, I don't want to say their most recent glory days. They've kind of been on a downward path, but dude, they if they click, they click. And like you
yeah.
said, Goodison Park is annoying to play.
That's another place that was
But
like,
now they got the new
I
stadium.
mean, yeah, they got the new
that new
stadium.
Oh,
stadium
that's
is
right. That's right.
proper.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That new stadium
They
looks
just
Yeah.
they
played
might
there.
turn that shit into a fortress,
Nice,
low
bro.
key, yo. They might turn it
Yeah,
into a little
bro.
fortress.
that shit
So
look
That's
real
right.
nice.
No,
That's
I'm
right.
excited to
that's
see
a
what
good
they do.
stadium.
On that road there. That was looking
But
bad.
back to the
They
transfer
always
situation.
lose, dude. They lose to Liverpool in the most insane ways, like stuff that even FIFA wouldn't script. Some of their goals are just
Yeah.
insane.
All right, so moving on. Next topic. Okay, let's talk about the refs because these ref decisions
Bro,
have been already insane, bro. And before I just want to preface, so with VAR, the new look and everything, they're talking about adding a player now to the VAR room to
why,
make it
why, bro?
useful.
Why?
That's what they're saying. Like,
They just
so
do
I
too much.
distinguished panel, please. What are your thoughts on that, and how
Mate.
dumb do you think it is? Because I think it's pointless.
So I want to acknowledge process improvements because I actually don't mind the ref cam too much. I know some people don't like it, and I like how before a red they have to explain why now. I think that's an improvement in the process, but the quality of VAR and of the refs, bro, inconsistent as always, missing clear situations like Trapper shouldn't have even been on the field. He should have got a red. He like need kudos in like
Mhm.
the chest outside the box and then
Right.
hit the like just so much stuff goes down. So my thought is process has improved, quality has decreased.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Mount PK was not a PK, bro. They were both tugging each other. Like, how you gonna call that a PK? Like, if you saw when Mount went down, bro, he was tugging on the dude's jersey all the way down. It's like, yo, what?
Nah, bro. We're talking about during the Fulham game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Bro,
I had to
excuse
leave
me.
real quick. You said
Alvin
something about
Basti hit a WWE
nah,
across the body.
yeah.
Excuse me. No, I'm
Bro,
not
that's what I'm
having
saying.
none
Like
of
yeah,
that.
they
yeah,
finished
he
hella
just
wrong.
bodied him like this. But yo, Mount was grabbing him up too. I'm telling you,
Nah,
bro.
bro, that
Can't
was
be
a
calling,
whole
can't be calling
crazy situation. There was like 3 players that went down. And the wildest thing is, the ball bounces to a United player after that. He could have had a clear shot on goal, but he, chooses to miss it anyways. That's a
Now,
whole
but
nother.
getting back
And
to what
then
you were
and then we
saying,
had
Nick.
the banter. I'm sorry, man. Let's not talk about United anymore, bro. Come on,
Yeah, word. Because
back to
you were
referee.
crying for
Back to
days over
referee.
there. Yo, Nick, you were talking about Kudus getting kneed in the chest. Yo, that shit was the craziest thing I seen
Bro, it
not
didn't
be
even
called.
get called.
Bro,
It didn't
he
even
got
get
kneed
called
in
back
the
for a
chest,
foul.
and
For a
then the arm,
foul.
the handball. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bro, and it was outside the box. And that's what I'm saying. It's so
bro.
clear. So it's like, okay, I'm glad you're explaining yourself. Are you guys going to explain after the game how you missed that call?
Well, that's what I'm trying to
Right.
say. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to start
Bro, the
holding. I mean,
refs
like
need to do
they're
a
trying to
post
take their power
conference
back.
press.
So I feel like with this 8-second rule, with like they're trying to like take their power back or whatever. With like, oh, I'm the ref. I'm the boss on the field. Da 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 da. But if they're gonna avoid responsibility, what's the point?
Right.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion.
No, the refs are
No,
definitely, I have some
that
weird
is a fact,
conspiracy
man.
theories about the refs, but we won't get into that right now, bro.
Continue,
No,
man.
no. That's what topic we're on. So let us hear it. What are some of your theories?
Bro, all the refs that also had a contract where they were getting paid in the summer leagues to ref the Saudi games for insane money. Like when all that stuff came out, and it was like, oh, these refs are getting paid millions of dollars to refs like 3 games. Dude, that's when you know it's like there's some. I would just say no ref should be getting paid that much just to ref 3 games in the summer that don't mean anything. And the second there's that much money going to these refs' accounts, it's like, I don't know,
And
dude.
the Saudis got that big influence in the Premier League now too. So,
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
shit is crazy.
But that's not even just like today's game, and I don't even think today's game was ref that badly from like a Liverpool perspective, which is shocking. But I would just say over the Premier League in general, some of the missed calls, some of the decisions that you see, just it makes no sense. So I feel like whoever's making the rules, I appreciate processes trying to be improved. They're incorporating new things, but like the biggest process change that needs to happen is get some new refs in. And I know that like it's hard to become a ref and all that, but like that has to be the biggest change at this point, because there's like it feels like almost an old boys club. And I mean, I'm sure you guys all saw that video about the ref on Coke who was talking about how he was, again, everyone knows the Jurgen Klopp thing, right? They outright admitted it on video. We were going against this German guy. He was so cocky. And that, like, the ref got in trouble, but I felt like that should have gotten a bigger fallout. Like, like, are you kidding me? Like,
I feel like you should be better. There should be a better vetting process to avoid these situations.
Yeah, and sometimes you hear it mid-game where it's like, oh, this ref grew up in, I don't know, Manchester, and we're playing City, and I'm like, wait, how like, you know what I mean? Like, how did this ever happen? We're like 20 minutes into the game, and you're telling the audience this stuff. Like, I don't know.
I feel like that happens more often than we notice, you know?
Yeah. I also feel like there needs to be more consequence. Like, I know, like, everybody makes mistakes. Like, coaches put on the wrong players, which lead to goal. And, players, miss chances or, do bad things like Anthony Gordon. But Anthony Gordon's not playing for the next 3 games. That's his consequence. Like,
let's talk suspensions.
When a coach does bad for too long, he gets sacked. When a player's, making, consistent mistakes, the dude is like, benched. Like, there's plenty of refs who've done, terrible things like Anthony Taylor. And then, you still see them on and on and on and on. Yep. There's not much of like a real consequence. Like, there needs to be the FA or whoever needs to have like, more severe consequences for refs doing wrong. Like, okay, they did something wrong. Yeah. All right. That's fine. But that doesn't mean that there's no consequence. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It should be more than just an explanation. Yeah, and we should hear it from the refs themselves. I mean, I do like the whole American football thing where the refs are now starting to talk and explain what's going on during the game. But
that should caught me off guard.
I didn't think it was. I just think it was kind of funny. I don't know if you noticed when the ref started talking, he said a couple of choice words where he's like, "Due to the serious nature of the tackle," and so all the English-speaking players like Ilanga right away knew what was going on, and they threw up their hands and walked away.
Yeah.
The foreign-speaking players kept on listening. You can see it. They don't really know what's going on yet. So Bruno is waiting until the very end, and then the guy's like, "And I'd pick a red card," and then you can see he gets pissed. That was kind of funny because all the English-speaking ones knew right away, all right, just by the way he's speaking, he's about to give a red. And then all the foreign-speaking players are just listening. I was like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense,
Man, I feel like if you see the ref walk into the VAR screen, you better know it's a red. That's it.
It's PK, goal, everything.
PK, goal, anything.
Once he goes there, bro,
go your way.
Yeah, done.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen a ref go up to the VAR screen.
I was thinking that.
I'm keeping this.
I've seen it one time. I can't remember where it was, but I seen the you call it. I think it was
keep the decision. Yeah. On-field decision.
One time, that's it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and they should. I mean, I hate these halftime talks too. I saw that at the Arsenal game. I haven't really seen it too many times. I guess I haven't been watching too many halftimes, but
one thing I wanted to ask as well. I feel like someone brought this up. I saw it somewhere. What do you guys think about having referees in the post-match interviews?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They have to
they really feel against decisions. Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. If they're taking their power back by this 8-second rule, and if you're asking for a card, then you get a card. Like all these little things where like you can't, and only the captain now can speak to the ref. Like all these little things that they're gradually doing, so the refs get their power back. They should also, in the same turn, take responsibility for the shit calls that they make. Yeah, because there's certain games where these decisions are altering 3 points, 1 point, whatever it is.
Titles.
With great power comes great responsibility.
There you go, man.
There you go,
man. There it is.
So I know, I agree. I think they're responsible. But here, the other part too is like I read this athletic article literally like a year or so ago, and it was from a ref's perspective. And long story short, it's actually pretty messed up. But he had refed a really bad game, and afterwards he was like standing in the hotel on the windowsill, thinking the worst thoughts ever. And it kind of shed a light, and I'm not on the ref side at all, but I kind of understood just reading through that, like, okay, being a ref is hard. Like, and can you imagine, even if you make a bad call, like right now, I think one of the things is the refs don't have the humility. If they make a bad call, they're not going to admit it.
Right.
If after that they were told, now you have to stand in a press room and explain that to they would crash out. And I don't even blame them, to be honest, because like you can't
it's not
subject.
In their nature.
Yeah, right. You can't subject. So like on one hand, they do need to be responsible and answer to their decisions. And I feel like we're saying this to protect the refs, but at the same time, like I do think there's could be like too much,
Fuck that. They need to own up to this shit. Bro. No, especially with all, bro. There'll be 5 refs. There's literally 6 refs making a decision. All you got to get it fucked up. I mean, Nick, you of all people should feel a way about this whole VAR shit.
Especially after I was
the
Diaz. Bro, that's the thing. They released the released. Have you heard the audio? Bro?
They had to release the audio, bro. They had to release the audio. Like, what are you talking about?
Realize how there's no professional like sense behind the scenes. There's no like actual process where they're clarifying the decision. They're just chatting on the phone, like we are right now.
Yeah. And then
they're mumbling. Yeah. And they're misunderstanding each other. And I'm like, what is going on? Like,
bro, and they're not even anywhere near the stadium, bro. That's the other thing that blows my mind is these VAR people will be like 90 miles east.
Right. London headquarters, and the game will be at like Newcastle,
Bro, what are we doing? Like, is the game gone? Like, I don't know. I've been hearing that. That's what the streets are
saying. It's hard to adapt, bro. I feel like everyone's main point with this when it first got introduced was the adaptable, like how adaptable can teams be with this, how lenient is it, how welcome is it, it's just like there was so many questions with it, but now it's just like, why add on more things? Why add on a player's perspective in the room? Why add on more things? It's just like you're building, let's solve what we have. We got this going on right now. Let's perfect it and then move forward and see what else we can add to it. But I don't understand
I'm a big fan of the new look, or the I guess borrowed look from, was it La Liga or Champions League, where they show the 3D version of the offside,
semi-automated offsides.
Yeah, I like that too.
Big fan of that. I think that's a great addition. I'm even a fan of the 8-second rule. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's gonna help with a lot of like the lower, teams that are trying to just get a point towards the end of the year. Won't be able to do that. Long wait. So yeah, I think some of the rules are definitely good, but again, these refs need to start owning up and becoming a voice. We have to hear. I shouldn't, especially Anthony Taylor.
No, bro, I agree. I agree with everything you just said, dude. I like the process improvements, but I was also gonna say, like, I just had to look it up to see when this happened. Have you guys noticed VAR issues are like mostly Prem exclusive?
Related?
Bro, like even if you watch the Champions League, the VAR situations, they seem a lot quicker. And then in the World Cup, like in Qatar, I remember thinking like, oh, they're actually showing the Prem how to like properly use the system, but not feel so disruptive and confusing. And I don't know, I couldn't put my finger on it. It just seemed a lot smoother. It seemed like everyone was in tune, and I mean, we're 2 weeks in the prime and already there's nightmare situations.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, is it for optics? Is it for fucking? Is it not? Is it for the narrative to be drawn around VAR? Like,
also, before we do next week's predictions, I have to say, dude, I thought I was cursed. I don't know if you guys remember. I sent you a screenshot of a 3-way parlay I did, and the parlay was Tottenham draw, United win, Liverpool win, and so it's like 80 minutes of the game, and I'm like, bro, every pick I make is cursed. Like literally nothing is going to hit. So then Liverpool pulled that W out the bag and felt good. But dude, for a second there, I was like, all right, next week I'm betting on Arsenal win.
Yeah.
Do we have any players? Do you have any players of the week? Any?
Yeah, I got a shout out. I feel like my player of the week, it's got to be João Pedro. That he was class in that West Ham game.
Especially playing in a new position.
Exactly, new position, new signing. He was playing that cam position, right behind the lap.
Because Bulmer got injured.
Yeah, and bro, we always sit here and talk about how teams got to adapt, players got to adapt to a team, but I always hear that about United. I don't mean to bring it back to United, but it's just like João Pedro came onto the scene. He was on vacation. They called him up, yo, you're on the team. 3 games later, he's a world champion. Now comes into the Prem, scoring goals after goals. So it's like it's nice to see that, bro. It's nice to see from a football fan perspective, a player that just gets into the team and just starts rolling. Like Hugo Ekitike, another one too. That's another informed player of the week, I would say as well. But I'll give my hats off to João Pedro this week.
I would actually second that. I would have the exact same pick. His numbers, I mean, he had 1 goal, obviously, but like you said, it wasn't just the numbers, it's everything he was doing. He was all over the screen the entire game, it felt like. No.
Yeah. You guys were all going João Pedro.
I had João Pedro, but I didn't want to be biased, so I was also thinking my boy Jack Grealish. It was just good to see him.
There you go, yeah.
Okay.
Good shot, yeah.
I was gonna say Pop Star. He's just.
Well, this isn't a podcast, right? Like this is more.
Bro. Did you guys? Wait, hold on. Let me ask. Wait. But before I get into this, did any of you watch the game? Did you see that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bro, you said you woke up. Nah, Nick, you said in the group chat you woke up.
I replayed it. Yeah, I did. But I definitely seen it.
Okay, so then you guys shouldn't be laughing, beer, because he was everywhere. One player to match.
It's just when you were the last one, I already knew before you said anything. I was like, he's gonna say his first player. Right away.
I would say, I would pick Paulinho.
Too, though, honestly.
I would pick if you were saying Spurs, I would pick Paulinho over Sarr.
I like Paulinho.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Bro, between both of them, they both were unplayable. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, but I think Pap. The only reason why I guess I'm giving it to him this week is because he's been doing it ever since Thomas Frank got here. So I've watched him throughout the entire preseason and everything, and he's just been, I guess, Thomas Frank's most consistent and definitely his best player. So I got to give it to Pap, bro. I got it. He won. Yeah, he contributed to both goals. I mean, he's been stepping up in this 10 role ever since Bilbao. So I gotta tip my hat to him because that's not his natural position. We don't have a 10. The whole world doesn't want us to have a 10. So fuck it, No 10, no problem. We'll wait till Kulu gets back, bro. We'll be all right.
You guys made Turkey look pretty average.
Yeah. No.
He looks so slow.
And Reinders too. Honestly, I was surprised how well we
put the headlights in front of reindeers, bro.
Yeah, bro. That guy, he didn't know. Yeah, he went from this. He was like this, but he didn't know what was going on, bro. He didn't know what was going on, bro.
That's funny.
Who do you guys play next week?
Next week we play Bournemouth. So like I said,
they can be tricky.
Yeah, no,
bad side.
And this, I think I was gonna say that this week I think is gonna be a good test for Thomas Frank because this will be like the first proper counter-attacking team that we've played. Burnley, yes, they are, but I don't really know what they're gonna do this season just yet. And even I think actually Burnley was trying to cast their way out of the back and stuff like that. So this will be the first like counterattacking team will face with an actual threat in Semenyo. So yeah, I mean, are we at match week 3 predictions? Because I think we win, but I don't think we walk away with a clean sheet.
Hit us with the
Under
numbers.
Ange, last season you guys won. Oh, you guys tied a game and then lost a game against.
That's what I'm trying to
Bournemouth,
say. So I mean, yeah,
So I
but
feel like
I
with
think
Thomas Frank, you guys got a good.
But their back line is gone now. Like
That's
obviously
true.
they gave us a hard time, but it's not the same Bournemouth. But they're still a tough team. I feel
It
like.
is, man. Semenyo is
yeah,
one.
they have great players, for sure, and they're well
And
coached.
Emma Nielsen, I think too, right? Yeah.
They're about to get Desassi from Chelsea, so watch out for that back line now.
You got honestly, it's actually unfair what Chelsea's able to do, bro. The fact that they're able to unload players that have literally played 2 games and make profit off them is actually insane. That's quite literally a finesse.
Renato Vega started 1 EPL game last year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You started sold for $35 million, bro. This guy literally has one prem. This guy literally.
You're right. I feel like you're right about that black magic shit. I feel like you're right about that black magic shit.
You think I'm joking?
Yo, I don't know how.
Bro,
Nah,
and I know Potts has something to do with it because every time, bro,
70, bro. But here's the thing.
I don't even answer him, bro. I don't even answer him no more, bro. I don't even answer his text. I'll be like, nah, nigga, I'll text you after the game, bro. As soon as I text you back, bro, as soon as that shit activated, bro. And you have Mickey Van de Ven pulling his hamstring. You have Madison's torn ACL, bro.
That was your coach's fault for playing that high line and making them run too much.
I mean, the thing was, 100%.
That's why you guys were getting.
I definitely agree with where you went down to 9 men. You're still playing with a high line. And don't get me wrong, we still almost tied that game up, but yeah, I mean,
high line.
Dude, I think the scary thing about Chelsea is
Liverpool's played with a high line this season as well. If I'm not mistaken, you guys have been playing with a pretty high line. So
pretty high line, yeah.
That's why I know Ange watched some Liverpool games. Like he's smiling. He's like, "Yeah, you niggas."
But I feel like they got some fit players running back too, man.
Bro, no one's faster than Mickey Van de Ven. I'm sorry, no one's faster.
Right. I'm not gonna talk.
I mean, bro. That run Mickey made down that left channel, bro. Like
that was stupid. Everyone was just watching.
Game week 1, the fastest speed was Frimpong with Mickey Van de Ven second. So it's only 1 week, and Frimpong's not injured for like the next month. So
here's the thing. I mean, there's 2 points to that. Yes, 100% Frimpong is also injured, but the way Thomas Frank is setting up our line, Mickey doesn't have to do those runs anymore, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
But we also have Jed Spence, who's fast as hell too. So
dude. But speaking, the Chelsea problem too. What you guys were saying earlier about Chelsea selling is like, bro, everyone they want, they just keep. They got them on these like 7-year contracts. I cannot get over this.
Where's Ben Chilwell, bro? Where's Raheem Sterling? You got to keep these guys locked up, bro. Like, where are these guys, bro?
Like those players they don't want, they sell for like.
Bro, I haven't seen Raheem Sterling. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I saw Raheem Sterling. I'm not even lying.
He's on
Is he all right?
Is this guy locked in the basement? Todd Bowley got this man locked up.
They're not locked. The door's open, but nobody wants to grab him.
You're right.
We haven't seen Raheem Sterling since.
That's so funny, man.
We haven't seen Raheem Sterling in that long, bro.
The door is open, but nobody wants to.
Bro, where are they though? Are they gonna join you guys, or are they just chilling on the campgrounds? Like, what's going on?
No, they're training on their own, fam. They're not training with the first team.
Oh, it's like that.
It's like that, man.
Oh, whenever you hear players start training on their own, bro. Like,
yeah, no, it's not their. They have a group. There's like 8 of them that they just train together.
Out of their 70-man squad over here.
I will say I respect when Maresca came in and was like, bro, I'm not using all these players. Like, he had like a roster. He had a 50-man roster. He was like, bro, I'm not doing this. Like, there's gonna be players that have to get cut.
Yeah. But no, we're selling them slowly but surely. We'll see.
Definitely for surely, bro. And I can't get rid of Brian Gill, who's actually a pretty good player, bro.
Brian Gill.
I forgot.
What a name.
Bro, he's Champions League proven, bro. This guy, he played with, and he's Europa League proven, bro. He won with Sevilla, I'm pretty sure, something like that. I don't know, bro. He's good, like.
What's his position again? Midfield?
He's a left wing, left wing, right wing. This guy's a one-on-one.
Oh, okay,
bro. Honestly, if you want him, I'll give him to United, bro.
Honestly, bro, shit, might as well, right? Add another 10 in there, make our problems even worse. I feel like we got a 10 in every position on the pitch now, bro.
So what are we saying for match week 3 though? What are we saying, Nick? You put Arsenal. How you feel about that?
I think it's going to be high scoring.
It's
I'm looking at
Eze's first game, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking at 3-2 Liverpool. That's what I'll say. I got to back Liverpool, but honestly, I have a lot of doubts, but we'll see.
I got 2-1 Arsenal.
I got 2-2, honestly, at this point. I think it's going to be a tie. I don't know. Yeah.
Man, I feel like it's going to be a 3-2 match, high scoring, especially at Liverpool.
Oh yeah,
this is home. They're going to win. They're not going to lose. It's going to be hard for them to lose.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to lose. I think they're going to tie, but
yeah, and I see Arsenal. I mean, yeah, I see Arsenal coming in with some goals as well.
Arsenal has impressed me defensively.
But it could also be a thing where
if we tie this scenario, if Spurs win, they'll be the only undefeated club in the Premier League, and I know Markus has definitely been taking that into consideration with the tie.
Bro, like I said, I'm not talking. Yo, you're not gonna hear me talk too crazy until after November 1st, bro. If after November 15th and we're still top dog, best believe I'm gonna be on here with some words. But until then, bro, I'm chilling. I'm just
back conservative. There you go.
Your video might actually turn around and be like, "This man was die hard for the team since day one." Like,
bro, you have to understand. I want to touch on this a little later, but later down the line. But the way I became a Spurs fan, bro, Pops was trying to convince me to be a Chelsea fan for a long time, bro. He was like, bro, just be a Chelsea fan, bro. You have to understand. I started watching and joining the Spurs after Leicester won the
league. Yeah,
the league. That year was the year I started watching, because that shit was crazy, obviously. And then the year after, I sat down and decided which team I wanted, and then I told Pops, he's like, bro, are you sure? I didn't understand. Honestly, I didn't understand because I wasn't paying attention to transfer market, bro.
Right.
I was just like, yeah, what do you mean? They were good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Harry Kane, Christian Eriksen, Dele Alli. You guys are. He's like, bro. He's like, yo, they don't care about winning. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? And then the next 2 transfer windows, I was like, oh, I get it.
Bro, you got introduced to Daniel Levy.
Yeah. Mr. Levy said, okay, welcome to my office, so.
Raath, who did Sir Alex Ferguson get from Spurs? Because remember, after he did that buy, he literally said to the press, I will never do business with Daniel Levy. Was it, Bergtov? Yeah, Bergtov.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Good memory, yes. And he literally went to the press and said,
what a gem of a signing
we will never do business with Daniel Levy. And it kind of created this image this dude is.
Yeah, we kind of breezed over the Eze thing, but bro, and I backed Thomas Frank and Ange when he both said, look, I don't want any player that doesn't want to wear this fantastic badge and come to this amazing club. And especially if it's between us and Arsenal, if you even think about Arsenal, then go. Fuck them. But, man, we could have had him. We actually could have had him. All the reports that came out after, they were talking about, they was literally haggling over nickels and cents at this point for add-ons and little BS fees. It's always Levy, man. He's done this multiple times.
And it takes away from what the team does on the pitch. It's actually really good for you guys that you got that City win, because I felt to an extent it was you guys came off that European Cup win, and it's all right, I want to shed this little brother armor. Exactly. And then the transfer market kind of is no, you guys are still that person.
Yeah,
but then you get the City, but then you get the City win, so then the narrative changes where it's oh,
bro,
you know what I mean?
We only have 2. Yeah, but okay, but we only have 2 signings that all right, and we only have 1 signing really. We have Mohamed Kudus. Polina is on loan and with obligation to buy and all that stuff. So
you got Tell.
Yeah, for sure.
You got
Tell. Matisse Tell.
Yo, fuck. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's why I hate Levy, because he'll be like, yo, you see, we got Matthias Tell. We re-signed Christian Romero, who's been a player of ours for already 4 years. Mm-hmm. So it's
Romero's class off. I'm getting more and more.
And that's huge, bro. Him and Jed Spence signing, amazing. Because we were about to sell Jed Spence for $10 million, bro. Imagine that, bro.
While we're on Spurs, and before we close out and everything. What do you think about Jet Spence's social media posts? You guys see that?
Yeah, bro, he's a dog, bro. Let him be his dog. He's a dog.
He posts.
Bring
I
me
heard.
your favorite
I
winger,
think.
bro.
Yeah,
And he's
I heard the
munching, bro.
overlap talking about it. He
Who,
literally
bro?
posted a
He's
story
talking to
and he said,
everybody. Honestly, I don't know any. We call it the Jet Spence penitentiary, bro. Welcome to the Jet Spence penitentiary because
So what did he post?
he posted a story
bro,
and it was bring
he
me
was
your
like,
favorite winger.
he was like, you, him, her, bodies. He was talking big shit, bro.
Bro,
Franklin's face.
he was feeling himself.
That's
And I
funny.
was like,
man.
I like the energy, but I also
Bro, he's
feel
talking
like
it solid every
too
time
early.
he's played against him, bro. You can't.
How many years has he played for Spurs though?
This is his second year, so we've had him for a
His
while.
first year, he defended so well. You guys ended 17th.
But he didn't even play that often too,
That's
right?
what I'm trying to
He was
say.
injured. He was injured.
It was Udogi who played, and then yeah.
But
so
yeah, to your point, yeah.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong,
did
bro.
it
But
in
like I
17,
said, but
yeah.
much to the point I was trying to make last pod.
I like the
We've
energy.
been the Premier League in January, bro. We stopped trying. Like, I'm not gonna say like we stopped trying, but like we really didn't. It wasn't a main. Our main thing was let's get through the season with no more injuries, if possible. And we couldn't even do that. We lost Madison and Kulusevski before Bilbao, and still dunked on them.
Yo,
We'll see, man. Like you
you
said,
guys see Palmer's recent Instagram post?
No, what do you put?
He's funny though.
Yo, my boy's
That's not.
yo, my boy's at,
he's like
my boy's at Notting Hill Carnival. yo, wearing a COVID black mask, some sunshades, and a Rasta mask.
Yeah, no, he funny, bro. And it's a shame he plays for Chelsea because I would follow him if he didn't play for Chelsea. I would follow him.
Yeah,
but he's a funny guy, bro. I hope he never gets media trained, bro.
Bro, that's the thing. That's why he's funny. He's like, it doesn't even seem like
he doesn't know. Like, he doesn't know he's funny, bro.
He's just being him.
Yeah, he's just literally being
it. But he's just like naturally funny guy.
Yeah, no, he's a funny guy, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, that guy who's not gonna cut his hair for 5 years or cut his hair until United win 5 games in a row, man, that guy needs to start learning some like.
He's talking about 5 Prem games or 5 just games.
5 games.
5 games.
United have
yo,
to
if we're saying 5 Prem games, that's yeah. He's
bro,
gonna
his hair is already out of control. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. It's already looking trashy.
Put that shit back.
Yeah, you just gotta style it a little bit. I think
I was gonna say.
But I'm gonna do my own thing with the pod.
He needs to
3 games, and I'll put the jersey on. Until then, I am not putting the jersey on this pod.
Games in a row. People don't even know who you rep, bro. Everybody has been wearing a jersey. People don't even know who you rep, bro.
Man, I rep the great glory Manchester United. United.
That boy's been talking nice about João Pedro. Everybody.
I'm just a lover of the game, man. First and foremost. But
I just put the Palmer photo in.
I know that shit's hilarious.
Yo, look at that.
I wish I could pull this up.
Because he really still wanted to go out in public and shit.
Yeah. His caption was blending.
That's
so blending.
This guy. Raath, so wait. Hold on. Or not enough game time to judge.
It's not enough game time to judge, man.
Yeah, bro. What the hell? Why
and the thing with Sesko, I feel like, you can have any striker up there. If you're not gonna service him properly, it's not gonna end off in a good result. But I want to give it a patience, man. I'm coming at this year with calmness. I'm not expect. I know I said I expect a top 6 finish off the. I
think you said top 5
with the transfer. You see, it's already going down.
I remember. I remember you.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So you're saying you saying you win against Grimsby, you win against Burnley, you go on a nice little calm.
Whoa, I never. Oh, you saying that?
Oh no, I'm just asking. I mean, this.
Oh, okay.
Burnley home. You don't think you win that game?
Man, I want to win this game. Of course, I want to win this game. But it's. I feel like if we do well with Grimsby, which is wild that I even have to say that, League 2 Grimsby. Let's have our strikers get some goals in there. I expect at least 3, and then do your thing at Burnley.
That's a win. Grimsby is a win, bro.
I mean, Grimsby is definitely a win.
That's a win. That's no question. And
I'm saying like a 7.
We struggled against Coventry last year, so I can't talk too much shit, bro.
But Coventry was good, man. Coventry's a solid team.
That's Grimsby is League 2. League 2.
Grimsby League 2, man. I don't even think they got
we've
5
had to play on high school pitches before, bro. So the games I've seen,
it could happen, but that like
it's not. United's not gonna let that happen.
You gotta win that, bro.
Those boys are gonna sit in. You know what type. You already know what game that is. You already know what type of game that's gonna be. The boys are gonna sit.
Of course, away pitch is trash.
But I think it'll be one of those games where, if my prediction is, Mbuemo and Cunha are just gonna do work because they're gonna have a lot more time. They're gonna look good
for them, bro. This should be a training.
The energy's gonna come up. But honestly, and this might turn out bad, you guys should beat Burnley.
That's what I'm saying. After 2 games,
there's a twist in the tail. I feel like something's gonna happen, and then I think from there, that's when Amorim really starts to look out, because after Burnley, it's hard game after hard game. I will say though, United always, even in their worst time, they seem to like rise to the level of their opponent. Some of the times, like 50% of the time, it feels like, no matter how bad their season is, like it's almost a coin flip. And sometimes they'll like absolutely go head to head with City, and then other times it'll be 7-0. I had to bring that up.
One player. Yeah, of course you have to throw in the 7-0, right? Yeah, get out of here, man.
Bro, I saw the picture from the game, bro. There was a picture where what's his name? What was your command?
Adored, never ignored.
Eric Ten Hag.
Yeah, no. It was Ole, right?
It was Ten Hag.
It was Ten Hag.
Oh,
Ole is not letting that shit happen under Ole, bro.
Ole actually was super hard for Liverpool to beat. We had a hard time with Ole. He consistently.
That's why I don't know why you got
bro.
That's why I don't know.
Martial tearing it up, man.
But Ten Hag was
good times. That was the good old days of Blackchester United. Blackchester United.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jesse Lingard, Pogba, Antonio Valencia, my goat, man.
Graham Souness is losing his mind.
But this is what I wanted to say about Burnley. One player I am very fond of on their squad is Jaden Anthony. He's been doing very good on that squad, and I think that he got a goal and an assist last game, if I'm not wrong. But 2-0 win over Sunderland, and Sunderland has been doing well as well. So I don't know. I'm sensing a tie, but United needs we need the 3 points. We need the 3 points. Stop laughing.
I'm not laughing at you.
He's the pain in my face.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna lose to Burnley, then you're gonna beat City, and then you're gonna go on a lose.
There we go. All right, now we found the script writer. Okay,
but that's the things you could see.
That's so
honestly.
true.
That is the United way. That is the United way. I can't even handle.
Wait, hold on. What game is this from, bro?
Oh my day.
Yo, I know Salah gave you guys hell
Salah
that game.
pre-Turkey. That's Salah pre-Turkey, hairline.
Bro, I think this was the game before Ole got sacked.
Yeah, so we have a history of sacking United managers. It's kind of this like weird pride thing. So that was away to United. It must have been his last year then, right?
Yeah, that was 2018, 19.
But I'm gonna be honest. We actually had a hard time with Ole's United. They consistently turned up against us, and then Eric Ten Hag.
We haven't won though. In 6 games, we did not win. It was either a draw or a loss under Ole. We did not win. We had a 5-0 under Ole.
Ole did really good against City.
It was the 5-0 under
3-2 game. Was it? No,
it was a 4-2
game. 4-2 with Pogba. It was like first half he played bad, and the second half, one of the best midfield performances I've ever seen. Honestly, I was
21 season. That was that 21 season. But yeah, man. I mean, Liverpool, Anfield is always hard to go to.
Wait, we're Potts. We still didn't get his match week 3 prediction.
Yeah, match week 3 prediction with Burnley. I'm saying a tie. Saying a tie.
You're saying a tie.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be rough.
Dude, I can't believe you're saying that. I feel like a tie. You guys can't get a tie. You need a win.
Yeah,
100%. I know I need a win.
You guys need 3 wins.
But I'm thinking about this realistically, man. by that time,
but you said you're still on the fence with Amorim. So realistically, you're still gonna ride with Amorim, even if this could be your first 5 games, 1 point.
Yeah, 1 point each. Yeah, and then we have City, which is, I mean, who knows, bro? We've gone
City,
we've
right?
gone to City
Yeah,
and
no,
we've
I
turned
don't.
up.
I think yeah, I think you guys could do a number on City.
But is City also going to allow themselves to lose after losing to Tottenham, another top 6 team? They also got Turkey, who
They
lost against Leon.
they still haven't
He's
scored
got
against.
some vengeance.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's looking grim. It's
Wait, so
looking
Potts, what are you saying about Fulham? What are you thinking?
Nah, we gonna put in that work, bro. Watch this. My boy
Okay,
Esteban
you
gonna
going
be
in
ready,
confident?
bro. Nah, confident, bro. Confident.
Okay.
We,
So you're
we,
saying like two? You saying clean sheet?
uh, yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid. Nah, I'm gonna say 3-1. I'm always letting one go for Sanchez back there. Spill one for the homies. I'm gonna say spill one for the homies. But the way Esteban been playing, I hope that Delap gets to start again, and then he gets a. That'll be a good team for him to get his first goal for Chelsea for, and I'm not sure about Gittins. Gittins still needs some time, but I think Esteban, João Pedro, they come in with that Joga Bonita, and Delap coming with that workhorse mentality, and they get a little 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 sentence.
Shit, man.
Okay.
This is the one time in the season what I look forward to, but when it starts, I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, bro. Honestly, the Prem really be taking a toll on my mental.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen those reels at the start of the season where it's like we're about to let like 11 unknown guys dictate our
Yeah.
mental health for the next 9
Yeah.
months?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro, none of these people even know me, and it makes such a big difference on like how my day goes.
But I was just saying this. I was like, yo, like this shit, literally, yeah, like dictates how my whole like day weekend goes. I'll wake up at 4:30 and let that shit ruin my whole day.
I feel like as a Tottenham fan, that's got to be hard, bro. Especially last year. But you guys had the big trophy win, so it kind of it makes all the suffering worth it when you see that.
Nah, but like, no, but here's the
right.
thing that blows my shit is like we'll go into it like as fans like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna lose this game for sure, and then we'll play like the first half of our life, bro, like ball out 2-1, and then still lose the game, bro.
Yeah, that's what happened to Newcastle. That's what happened to Newcastle.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's exactly what happened. Yeah,
it's like literally, Newcastle thought, exactly, bro. They were gonna, I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I think, like I said, still early days for sure. So
I feel like we need to do one more Premier League prediction after the transfer window closes, because
yeah, exactly. Because I think
much.
like I said, next week is
official.
determined.
Do an official one. Yeah,
because like then for sure I'll be able to tell how serious.
Yeah, mine's
Arsenal
already
is.
changed, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Arsenal are bumped a little higher, and City are bumped a little lower, and that's recency bias for sure after what happened.
Okay.
But I do think if you could
I put you guys a little. I'm not gonna lie. I
put
put you guys a little lower now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You guys are like you haven't. Like I said, next week is gonna prove it to me. Who's where?
So you are you. Wait, stop. That means you have Tottenham higher than Liverpool right now.
I didn't say all that.
I'm doing what? You said Tottenham third, Arsenal first, Liverpool second.
Yeah, don't worry about where I got Tottenham. Don't worry about where I got Tottenham. We're talking about Liverpool right now.
Unless you bro, I'm doing the math right now. If you drop
talking about
Liverpool,
it, bro. I told you,
that
bro.
means you have Tottenham coming above Liverpool, or else you lost confidence in your own side.
I'm okay. My thing is, bro, right? Like Arsenal's making some good moves, and City, like they're known for just going on crazy streaks at the end of the year. So that's the only math I'm doing, realistically.
You completely avoided the question.
Some crazy math.
No, but Marcus has. But Marcus had City first, and then Liverpool.
Oh, City first, Liverpool second. So yeah, so if Liverpool drop, are we third now, and you guys are second? Is that what you're saying?
Let's wait until after the transfer window.
Yeah.
If we get another player, honestly, no, I'm serious. We're one player away from becoming a scary side.
Which player?
I don't know. I don't want to speak on anybody that doesn't want to come here. So I'm gonna wait until they sign and then we can talk. But yeah, right now,
man, that PTSD is harsh, man.
Bro.
2 times. Bro, honestly, yeah, no, we'll get to that later. Fuck Fabrizio, bro.
Episode 3.
Yeah, days are numbered, bro. But we'll get to
that.
that.
Banger, bro. Transfer window done. Everything's set, bro. Let's see.
Let's see.
We have any hot takes? Any hot takes?
I mean, shit.
Nothing
bro.
I want to dive in. I know we're running over time.
I know last season we said Graham Potter is on the hot seat for, the first manager to get sacked, but we might have a seat number 2, coming in soon.
Amorim goes before.
Are you talking about Nuno and the crazy owner bias?
Yeah,
oh, that too.
Bro,
he's talking about Amorim. He's talking about Amorim.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Amorim for sure, but I feel like for
in terms,
I don't want to say out like done.
You are.
Yeah. But he's
all I'm saying is
he just don't want to get clipped. He don't want to get clipped.
No, yeah, I get it. You're out. I can read between the lines.
You see how they doing us, Markus? After the window closes.
Nuno's out first. I'm telling you, Nuno's out first.
Nuno's out first.
Bro, they're already holding meat, bro. When have you ever seen a manager come out and like to the public multiple times and be like,
never.
Me and the owner are not getting along.
Why would you say that?
Ever, bro.
Yeah.
This guy said it multiple times as like different people, bro. So he definitely feels away.
I want Potter to win that game so bad. I just want to see the chaos, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I low key as far as like if they don't keep well, that's the thing, bro. Is he still gonna get sacked if they keep getting results? Because like a win and a tie, like
they
came from behind.
No, the ego's higher than the results. Like if anything you know about that owner is his ego is the biggest thing at that club.
He's a prick, bro. I know. I'm well aware.
Like I said, when you saw that Morgan Gibbs White video, that told a whole story on how that club is run,
bro. This guy was shaking in his boots.
That the coach like undermined him in public. Nah, you guys are right. Nuno's out.
And then you see him going. I saw after the game, he went up to the fans and was like he's trying to get them on his side, bro. It's literally become like this, like trying to get the fans on one side or the other.
I never seen an owner on a pitch like that.
No,
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to become the Suge Knight of the league, yo. Like he's really on that timing, yo. Like
that's so funny.
Hey, I think it's gonna be good for optics, Like we got a Jose Mourinho back.
No, Jose was just this cocky, bro. Jose's aura was, it still is, but especially back in, like, you have to understand when he first came, and the way he came, and it was after Inter like turned over Barca, and like that whole storyline of that Champions League success and everything was like watching a movie. It was
It was with Porto. He won a Champions League with Porto.
That's insane, bro.
That was the first one. Porto. And then he took Inter, and then he comes to the UK. Is it right after that? And he gives the special one interview?
No, that was the first time.
His first English, and then he did Inter, and then he came back.
Yeah.
All I remember is like, dude, Mourinho is
bro.
No matter how his career ends, he was
honestly like of all the short stunt managers that we've had, he was my favorite. What he did to Harry Kane was insane, bro. He turned that boy into a demon.
Yo, that was wild. That was wild. Yo, Levy pulled out the fucking wild. He pulled up the draw for fucking reverse card, bro.
Bro, I was like, because I remember being, bro, I was literally gutted at work, bro. When I read that we sacked Pochettino, I was like, what? Like
that was the dumbest shit.
I was like, what? Yeah, yo, they didn't even let him say goodbye, bro. They sacked him. They told him you gotta go, like, right? You can't even say bye to your teammate. The team that you've literally nurtured over the past 4 years
took to a final, Champions League final.
Took to a final, and then we didn't back you after that. But yeah, then we only got one player who was a fat fuck.
Who was your interim manager after Mourinho for the
Ryan Mason.
City?
Ryan Mason, bro.
Ryan Mason.
Shout out Ryan Mason, bro. Yo, if you're watching this, Ryan Mason, we salute you on here.
Yeah.
West Brom manager now, yo. He's doing big things now. Yo. Shout out Ryan Mason.
Oh, he's
bro.
not on the coaching staff anymore? Because I know he was on the coaching staff.
He officially, he officially got his coaching license last year. Joined Ange's staff, and then once Ange got the sack, he left, and he's now West Brom's.
There you go. Good for him, man.
So
real quick before we move off Mourinho, I just try to look it up. I can't find anything just off the top of my head or like a Google search. But I listen to a lot of like player podcasts, like on the Rio Ferdinand podcast, Overlap. They'll bring on ex-players, and the way they talk about how Mourinho used to talk to them, even when they're not his players, and like Mourinho's trying to bring them onto the team. Dude, I'm telling you, the aura this man has. You can hear it in the way the players talk. And then they say these words that I'm like, dude, this is like from a blockbuster movie. Like just this dude's phrasing, his timing, everything about it. It's like, so he almost took Steven Gerrard from us. And that was a big fiasco at the time. Yeah. But
I saw something where we're like, we're lucky that Mourinho is a soccer manager.
He's a fucking dictator.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
The way this guy moves a crowd, bro, when he went to Ferdinand or whatever, he was talking. Bro, he literally looked like a dictator. This guy.
Yeah.
Bro, same with
They try to do him dirty out there too, so that's a topic in itself, you know.
Bro, remember in Roma when he had when he was crushing off Anthony Taylor at the airport? He had them throwing.
He was waiting. Bro, he was waiting in the parking lot. The parking lot, you know.
Bro, he's a real one.
He was like, I want to see him. I want to see him now. Where's he at? You know. What a G. What a G.
Here's the thing. I think Pep is also a potential like sociopath or whatever you want to call it. Oh, yeah. He would be like the quiet stalker type. Bro, you guys remember when I remember what Lassa was, but last season he had
scratches on his face and shit,
bro.
No. Okay. Wait.
That type
this
of
is my
stuff,
hot take about that though. No. I think the reason why, and this also touches on why I think City was going to win this year, is because last year that man had marital problems, bro. That was definitely domestic, some domestic issues. That's what those scratches were, bro. I know exactly what that shit is like.
No. That definitely happened in the game, bro.
It happened in the game because they would show him before and after, and even in halftime,
like during the
interview, shiny and clean. So something happened the second half, bro, where this man was just. He was asking his players to scratch.
I thought the reason was because he had the marital problem.
No, I mean, the marital pressure didn't help. That shit didn't help. It didn't help.
He had to take off a whole week to go take her to like Italy or something. I think I already.
Yeah, that's like I was just smashing his daughter, bro. That shit was getting too mixed. It was just getting too.
What? Yeah, that's funny as hell. Yeah, wasn't Dele Alli smashing that one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. My man was moving up to the moms, bro.
Got a Scarface complex, bro. That shit is crazy.
You know, the Dele Alli like blowjob scandal. It happened at the same time as his form just completely disappeared. I thought about that before.
Okay. He got cursed, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I was just picking up that,
bro. But I think the reason why he couldn't win Champions League was because Yaya Toure cursed him for being racist, and then now look who's on his coaching staff, bro. Now look who's on his coaching staff, bro.
His brother.
Yeah, exactly, bro. They had to clear some curses, bro, because that shit was getting mixy, bro. I'm serious. He could not win a Champions League.
You guys ever hear their chant, the Yalo Colo Torre chant?
No.
I'll send you guys a clip. It's a good one.
Word. We wrapping up? I know it's getting late.
Yeah, let's wrap up.
All right. Shout out to the viewers. This is Informed Sessions, brought to you by TouchWater Productions. What else we gonna shout out?
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe. Like I said,
more viewers.
Good word.
Consistency.
Yeah. We'll be back next week.
If you made it this far, type Amor out.
Is that the name of the video? Is that the name of the video? We clipping that? Amor out? That's the name of session 2, yo.
Session 2, man.
Amor out.
Question mark.
Good chatting, boys.